Anansi and the Strange Moss-Covered Rock, an African folktale, illustrated by Storytime English. Once upon a time, there was a spider. He was called Anansi. He lived in the jungle. He was a very lazy spider. He didn't like to get his own food. One day, Anansi the spider was walking through the rainforest. Suddenly, he stopped. There was something there. It was a strange, moss-covered rock. He said, this is a strange, moss-covered rock. Kaboom! Everything went black. Anansi fell down. He was fast asleep. An hour later, Anansi woke up. His head was spinning. What had happened? I was walking through the jungle when suddenly I stopped. There was something, and I said, this is a strange moss-covered rock. Kaboom! Everything went black again. An hour later, Anansi woke up, but he knew what was happening. Aha, he said, this is a magic rock. And if someone says the magic words, this is a strange they fall fast asleep. This is a good thing to know, said Anansi, and I know just how to use it. So Anansi went walking through the rainforest. He stopped at Tiger's house. Tiger was having dinner. Anansi loved Tiger's food, but was always too lazy to get them himself. Anansi said to Tiger, "Hello, Tiger. It's very hot today. Don't you think so?" "Yes, Anansi," said Tiger. "It is terribly hot." "I'm going for a walk in the cool jungle," said Anansi. "Would you like to come?" "I certainly would," said Tiger. So Tiger and Anansi went walking through the rainforest. After a while, Anansi led Tiger to a certain place and said, "Tiger, do you see what I see?" "Oh, yes, Anansi," said Tiger. "This is a strange moss-covered rock." Kaboom! Everything went black again, and Tiger fell down. He was fast asleep. Anansi ran back to Tiger's place and ate all Tiger's food. Yum, 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 yum. An hour later, Tiger woke up. His head was spinning. Anansi was nowhere in sight. And when he got home, he found that every single bit of his food was gone. Tiger was very sad, but Anansi was very happy. He couldn't wait to play his trick again. Once more, Anansi went walking, walking, walking through the rainforest. This time, he stopped at Elephant's house. At Elephant's feet was a great bunch of bananas. Anansi loved bananas, but was always too lazy to pick them himself. So he said to Elephant, "Hello, Elephant. Isn't it hot today?" "It is," Elephant agreed. "I am going for a walk in the cool forest," Anansi said. "Would you like to come?" "That sounds nice," said Elephant. "Thank you for inviting me, Anansi." So Anansi and Elephant went walking, walking through the rainforest. After a while, Anansi led the elephant to a certain place. "Elephant, look! Do you see what I see?" Elephant looked. "Yes, I do, Anansi. This is a strange moss-covered rock." Kaboom! Everything went black again, and Elephant fell down. She was fast asleep. Anansi ran back to Elephant's house and made off with the bananas. An hour later, Elephant woke up. Her head was spinning. Anansi was nowhere in sight. And when he got home, he found that every single one of her bananas was gone. Elephant was very sad, but Anansi was very happy. He couldn't wait to play his trick again. He played it on Jaguar. He played it on Snake. He played it on Fruit Bat. He played it on Turtle. He played it on every single animal in the rainforest. But all this time, watching from behind the leaves, was a little spotted deer. Little spotted deer is small and shy and is very hard to see. She watched Anansi play his wicked trick again and again on all the other animals. Little Spotted Deer decided it was time for Anansi to learn a lesson. So Little Spotted Deer went deep into the rainforest to where the coconut trees grow. She climbed a coconut tree and threw down a great many coconuts. She carried the coconuts home in a basket, and then she sat down beside them to wait. In a little while, along came Anansi. Anansi's eyes lit up when he saw little Spotted Deer's coconuts. Anansi loved coconuts. He loved to eat the tender white coconut meat and drink the sweet coconut milk inside. But he was much too lazy to gather the coconuts himself. Instead, he said, "Hello, little Spotted Deer. It is so hot today." Little Spotted Deer smiled. "It is very hot, Anansi." "I am going for a walk in the cool rainforest. Would you like to come?" "Yes, I would," said little Spotted Deer. So Anansi and little Spotted Deer went walking through the cool rainforest. After a while, Anansi led little Spotted Deer to a certain place. "Little Spotted Deer, do you see what I see?" Little Spotted Deer knew all about Anansi's trick. She looked. "No, Anansi, I do not see anything." "You must see it. Look very carefully." Little Spotted Deer looked. "No, I still do not see anything," she said. Anansi began to get angry. "You must see it. Look over here, right here, where I'm pointing. Do you see it now?" "No, Anansi," said little Spotted Deer. Anansi stomped his legs. "You see it. You just don't want to say it." "Say what?" said little Spotted Deer. "You know." "Is that what I'm supposed to say?" "Yes," said Anansi. "All right, then I will say it to make you happy. You know," said little Spotted Deer. "There, I said it. Are you satisfied?" "No!" Anansi shouted. "You are not supposed to say you know." "What am I supposed to say?" "You are supposed to say, 'This is a strange moss-covered rock.'" Kaboom! Anansi fell down. He was fast asleep. Little Spotted Deer ran and got all the other animals. Together they went to Anansi's house and took back all the good things he had stolen from them. An hour later, Anansi woke up. His head was spinning. Little Spotted Deer was nowhere in sight. And when he got home, he found his house was as empty as it was before. But if you think Anansi learned his lesson, you're mistaken, because he's still playing his tricks to this very day. End of the story.